How about a historical journey? Interesting architectural structures, bridges, complexes, caravanserais, waterway arches, tombs, madrasas, and palaces. Sinan, who makes a name for himself in every architectural structure, the most extraordinary work of Mimar Sinan, this masterpiece is the Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque, known as Kuş Konmaz Mosque. Located on the Üsküdar coast, it was commissioned by Shamsi Ahmed Pasha and built by Mimar Sinan in 1580. Also known as the Kuş Konmaz Kami, birdless mosque. This work of Mimar Sinan is famous for the fact that no birds land on it. So why don't birds land on the Kuş Konmaz Mosque? And why can't spiders enter? First, let's learn the story of the complex. This is a small complex. The story of the mosque involves three passionate men who dedicated themselves to the Ottomans and its people, Shamsi Ahmed Pasha, Kokolu Mehmet Pasha, and of course, Mimar Sinan. There was a relentless competition among the state dignitaries to leave behind works and serve the society. Mimar Sinan, using his extraordinary engineering genius, brought to life the requests of the state dignitaries and brought a new breath to architecture. Perhaps he had struggled with most of his works, but his last work was a test that pushed the limits of his intelligence. Shamsi Ahmed Pasha had gone to Mimar Sinan with such a project that he was faced with the most interesting and unusual request in his career as chief architect. So what was the demand that would challenge the great Sinan so much? Shamsi Ahmed Pasha wanted to build a small mosque bearing his name. However, this small mosque was to be significantly different from both all the mosques in Istanbul and all the other works of Mimar Sinan. While Mimar Sinan was designing the mosque in accordance with traditional Ottoman architecture, this work also had to have a unique feature. This feature was determined to be the prevention of birds from landing on the mosque and spiders from entering. Mimar Sinan decided to develop a special design to deal with these two elements of nature. The special materials and wall design used in the mosque created an atmosphere that would keep birds away. The master architect conducted research on this and found a solution. Since birds are affected by the direction of the winds, he built the mosque at the intersection of the north and south winds. In this way, the birds could not land on the mosque. He also added fine details that would prevent spiders from weaving webs. At the very center of the mosque, he placed an ostrich egg. Thus, the Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque became a monument where birds could not land and spiders could not enter. Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque took its place on the stage of history as a masterpiece that brought together Mimar Sinan's exceptional intelligence and aesthetic understanding. This work, in which every detail was carefully selected, preserves the traditional beauty of Ottoman architecture, while also being a structure that is in harmony with nature. Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque stands today not only as a place of worship, but also as a symbol of architectural perfection and harmony with nature. Mimar Sinan's immortal work is not just a mosque, but also a reflection of a genius's dance in harmony with nature. This story is a miniature that tells the meaning of the Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque and the special effort Mimar Sinan put into this work. An unforgettable architectural story is not just about stone and brick, but also a legacy that traces the vision of a genius. At sunset, Mimar Sinan and the state dignitaries gathered under the work in the garden of the Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque. The sky had turned orange, and history and architecture combined to create a unique tableau. Mimar Sinan looked at the stone walls of the mosque and said, "This little mosque is not just about stone and brick. It is a monument that brings together the aspirations of a society, the dreams of an architect, and the beauty of nature. The fact that birds cannot land and spiders cannot enter is not just a detail, but also symbolizes an ideal." The Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque continued to exist not only as a flawless architectural work, but also as a space where society and nature came together in peace. With a light shining in his eyes, Mimar Sinan continued his words. Each stone tells the story of the past. Every detail leaves a legacy for future generations. This mosque is not only a trust for the present generation, but also for future generations. As you pass through the gate of the Shamsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque, the birds in the minaret, looking up at the sky after sunset, remind you that this sacred place was once special only for humans. Cobwebs represented old memories and experiences forgotten over time. As our documentary comes to an end, the story of the Shemsi Ahmed Pasha Mosque is not just the story of a mosque, but also the very essence of the shared memory of a society, an architect, and a nature lover. This mosque was built not only from stones, but also from passion, determination, and dreams. And thus, Mimar Sinan's immortal work stands tall against the sky, preserving the fabric of the past while looking to the future with hope, a monument where history embraces technology and aesthetics meet science.